Nemesis Tarot, and we're back with another live. All right, guys, I'm Enchantress, and on this channel, we go live every single day. On Sundays, it's Angel Messages. Mondays, Mystery Monday, and Tuesday is open mic for yes or no questions. So please subscribe so that you can join us on these lives and get notified. Donations are gladly accepted here to help us grow. We ask that you like, comment, share, guys, if you have not. Slam the ding subscribe button, okay? All right, or become a member if you can to get all the perks of the channel. All right. So, okay, guys, Spirit, please and thank you. What do we have, and what does the collective need to know? All right. So we have on the board in the reverse Normangander. All right, Normangander. Yeah, I know. You don't believe it says that, but it does. All right. So, anyways, this is about life's paths. This is about journeys, okay? So, in the reverse, it indicates that somebody may have lost their way and it's time to get back on the right path and reconnect to your life path. This is basically the god of water, and it signifies our emotional experiences. So something or someone emotionally could have taken us off our life path. Do not let your emotions get caught up in twists and turns of existence. Allow yourself to emerge fully in your feelings, though. You have to feel and you have to process, and then you have to release them. So, any negative emotions or anything that you've encountered that could have been emotionally draining or that has saddened you emotionally, like a relationship, or, you're not yet back on your right path, okay? You have to become the swimmer, okay? And like the great serpent, Normangander, rediscover your place in the circle of life. And I was talking about this the other day when I said that we're all in the water, okay? It's just some of us are on different boats. Some of us are swimming. Some of us are on jets. Some of us are a little bit faster in the world of emotions, or know how to handle the emotions, the waves, the currents better than others. So we're all in the water, but some of us have lost the way to our life's path, and you have to get back on track, okay? What else does the collective need to know, Spirit? Please and thank you. What else does the collective need to know? All right. I think this Vandermeer, I might be saying that wrong. But it's in the reverse as well. So this indicates that something or someone is consuming your thoughts. So this is what I was talking about it's going hand in hand. It's an emotional connection, and this person is draining your thoughts. It doesn't have to be a love connection, but this person is clouding your judgment or consuming your thoughts. This could be someone that gives you advice. This could be someone in love that's manipulating you and you don't see it yet. They're stifling your creativity. So whomever this is that has you consumed in whatever it is that they're doing, and it's emotional, okay? They're telling you that it's time for rebirth. It's time to rise from the ashes like the phoenix, okay? It's time for rebirth. I don't know. I'm also getting that, some type of magic could be involved here. Somebody needs to reevaluate where your loyalty and honor lies in life. Somebody I feel like may have been led down the wrong path. And somebody could be investing their energy in something that could lead you astray. Rebirth always comes with a new sense of oneself. You need to clear the rocks from the soil and allow creativity to flow once again. So again, I feel like this could be somebody who has just lost their way, and they need to get back on balance or get back to you. Who are you at the end of the day as a person? Get back to yourself. Give me one more card for the collective here. Give me one more card for the collective. Get back to yourself. Who are you at the end of the day? All right? This is a great card that just came out. So I feel like you're going to make it back around. Okay? Who are you at the end of the day? That's Uruz. And it's upright. So this is about transformation. So somebody is going to get there. There's going to be some change. You could have outgrown your current state of being, and you're now passing through the gate. See, if you look at the depiction, it is like you're passing through. Okay. You may be on notice that it's time to transform. So some of you know, like, I got to get out of this. I got to get out of this way of thinking, or I got to get out of this rut, or I got to get out of this relationship. Somebody knows that it's time to transform, because the nature cycle consists of, regeneration or rebirth. It's a cycle. And your passage may include a loss, and unfortunately, even a death of some part of you that needs to be released, which is known as an ego death. Look how the light flicked on when I said that. Did you see that, guys? Stay strong like the wild ox and recognize that you are in the self-transformation gate, getting ready to be reborn. So I feel like that's what's happening with some of you. There's a transformation that's about to come in for you guys. So there's going to be some major changes in your life. There could be letting go of some things, letting go of ways of thinking, so that you can transform, and rebirth will happen. Spirit, please and thank you. I have to get one more. After the rebirth, what's coming for the collective after the rebirth? After you make the necessary changes, all right? We're coming up right now. We have Heimdall, all right? And things are changing. You're moving forward, which is good news. Good news. Let's see what the significance of Heimdall is. I see Boulder at the bottom of the deck, which is the light. So that's good news as well at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to pull any more after I tell you about Heimdall. But Heimdall, I believe, is one of the gods. I believe. Is that magic? Yeah, I think it's one of the gods. So this means protection. Heimdall means protection, and at the bottom of the deck is definitely the light. So some of you are going to go towards the light, okay? But the protection here is this is about being a guardian, or being your own guardian. You're going to find yourself out of a situation and become your own protection. And it's funny because lately I've been having trouble sleeping, and Heimdall doesn't need sleep. And that's funny that came out. He hears everything in the natural world, even when the grass is growing, when the wind blows his trumpet. When he blows his trumpet, the sounds travel throughout the 9 realms. So this is, it could be a warning. what do you see, what do you hear, and what do you feel that has you alerted you? So you can know something or feel something. I feel like this is your intuition that may protect you. Okay, because remember I was talking about see it, feel it, hear it, think it. You know, when you're manifesting, it's funny that this card means see, hear, and feel. What has alerted you? Your intuition. So pay attention to what you're feeling right now. And didn't I say it? Trust your intuition. Listen to your gut and remember that you have the protection of Heimdall. So there's something about your intuition that may kick in soon and let you know something. Okay, because you're about to find something out, possibly because Boulder is at the bottom of the deck, and that's the light. So something definitely is about to come in. And this could be somebody, I don't know, somebody very handsome. I don't know, somebody very gracious and somebody very cheerful could come in and offer something to you, like offer you the light. But be the light that you seek and then it'll come to you. You have to feel joy in your heart at all times and allow it to expand out into the world and inward towards yourself. So sometimes we can't always be so bitter. We can't always offer a bitter advice. You have to be the light in order for the light to see you. Other than that, you stay in the dark. If you're not exuding light out, then how can you expect the light to see you? You're keeping your own self in the dark. Inside, you're in the dark. If you don't exude the light out, the light won't come to you. So you have to, and it has to come from the heart. I don't know why I think I'm hearing a kid song. And it's that song, Hey Arnold. No, not Hey Arnold. Yeah, but it is the show, Arnold, I think. And it comes from the heart, believe in yourself. You know what I'm talking about. It's the same, da, 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 da. You guys know that cartoon. It's a cartoon. And I said, hey, what a wonderful kind of day when we learn to talk and play and something to one another. So I don't know what, listen, hey, I'm not in charge of the downloads or the things that come to my mind when I'm talking about stuff, but that's what came, Arnold. So some of you, your children may watch Arnold, okay, or have. And that song is just what we're talking about. It comes from the heart. Believe in yourself. Show gratitude, compassion, and forgiveness. And this is when it's born from you. So when you become the light will come to you. And you can't allow people to change who you are. You know, even though you could be around people that offer like negative advice or it's always towards the darkness, you're in charge of you. So you still must stick and stay into the light. I don't know who sings that song though. It could be relevant. And that's crazy because I don't even know the name of that song and I don't know how I would find that, who sings that song. But I believe it was an islander who sang that song. I'm about to see if I can find out who that is. I don't know if I could play it because if I do, I might get in some type of trouble. So I'm not. Okay, so the person who made that song and created that song was born November 22nd. Is that what's that, a Scorpio? That's like on the cusp, whatever it is. Um, that's That might be a Is that a Sagittarius? Whomever it is, they're on the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius. So those two signs could be relevant. Because yeah. So it's a Sagittarius Scorpio cusp. That's what it is. So somebody is going through some type of transformation. Um, I'm trying to still check in on the song to make sure I got the right song. Yeah, I don't know if I got the right song. Well, anyways, you guys get it. I was still trying to find it because some of the words may be significant. But anyways, all right. You guys know, just look it up. You'll know the song that I'm talking about. So that song came to me when I was telling you about transformation. The zodiac signs are Sagittarius, Scorpio, or Scorpio Sag. They're on the cusp, whomever this person is. All right. So now I'm curious about this person specifically that they're telling us about. They're specifically telling us about somebody born on the cusp. Okay. 21st or 22nd. Great. I don't have my deck out here. Now, you know what, guys? That's messed up. All right. I'll be right back. All right. I'll be right back. All right, guys. I'm back. Sorry about that. It's kind of like a little slow morning for me. It's kind of slow this morning, like. All right, but anyways, I'm back. So let's try to find out who that is. But it's specifically pointing to somebody. Spirit, please and thank you. Tell me about this cusper baby. Somebody born on the cusp. Yeah. There's an empty victory here. So somebody is realizing probably that there's some changes that they need to make. Change in partner, change in jobs. There's an emotional transition that this person needs to make. What's this empty victory? Yep, there's a tower moment. And guess what it is? The sign of Scorpio, okay? So whomever this is, if you have Scorpio in your chart, or you have a Scorpio, or you are a Scorpio rising, something this may apply to you, okay? Tell me about the tower here. Somebody is making a change, okay? Where they may have been resisting change, somebody now may be giving up something, okay? They're giving up what no longer serves them. Somebody is letting go of things that they're stuck on. Now, this could be a person that they're stuck on, or this could be like addictions or something like that, but somebody is deciding to give these things up, or they're trying very hard to let these things go. The devil is 15, so this could be somebody also affiliated that's born on the 15th. 1 and 5 breaks down to a 6. This could be a love situation with the lovers. But the Devil's card here is in the reverse. So somebody is releasing themselves from something. A Capricorn could be relevant as well. Devil reverse, in its good connotation, this is somebody confronting their fears and they're releasing bondage. This is somebody who has removed the change. They're codependent no more. So somebody doesn't want to rely on someone anymore. Somebody is breaking the change from codependency. The power of positive thinking. Somebody is trying to cut the ties that bond someone together. They're overcoming temptation, and this person is now seeking enlightenment. They're tired of this. Now I'm going to see, I'm going to pull another card and see if these cards are negative or positive, and then I'll give you the negative connotation of the devil. Clarify the devil reverse. Okay, no, it's definitely what I said. This could be a Queen of Swords, and this person is breaking free from bondage, all right? They have confronted their fears and they're facing them head on, and they feel like now they're free. Somebody is free from something or freed themselves from something. And this could be a relationship because, as I told you, the devil breaks down, is a 15, and it breaks down to a 6, which is the Lovers. This could be a Gemini as well involved here. Spirit, please and thank you. Tell me more about this. But somebody is in the Queen of Swords energy, and they're realizing that the person that they're around is not like them. They're not like us, okay? Somebody is realizing that, like, hey, I'm upright. What are you? This is not going to match me. See, this person has come out of character many, many times to put themselves in this person's energy here. There's a King of Swords reverse, and there's a Queen of Swords. These two would butt heads anyways, but they definitely can't put two heads together here with one in the reverse position. All right, so somebody is definitely realizing that you're not like me. You're nothing like me. And, you know, the other person could be saying, oh, we're a lot alike. We're a lot alike. We're alike. No, we're not. I'm more on the positive side and you're on the negative side. So somebody's realizing that they're not like you, because the Queen of Swords upright is somebody who's very intelligent. And she's able to do things on her own. She's very, you know, solitary. She has a strong will, and she knows about head over heart. Do you know the Queen of Swords is most of the time a single woman? 5115 on the board. A twin flame connection could be relevant here. But the Queen of Swords is the one that's single. She can be single. But she has keen insight, and she usually, when you're the Queen of Swords upright, you usually make the right decisions, okay? And you will seek professional advice. You're very determined when you're the Queen of Swords upright, and you're very career-minded, okay? See, we got to know the difference of when we're upright and when we're in the reverse. This is somebody, when you're in the Queen of Swords upright, you're very diplomatic. Look how the lights dim. Somebody didn't like that. But anyways, you're very diplomatic. You're very helpful and render assistance to people. So this is how sometimes the Queen of Swords energy, sometimes when you're trying to stand in your power, you could be thrown off because you're very helpful too, and you render assistance. But the Queen of Swords is all about standing up for herself, being alone, and I wasn't born yesterday. So this Queen of Swords is not going to take anything less than what they feel like they deserved. Usually when you're in the Queen of Swords, sometimes you're an uninvolved parent. So, and you're kind of distant from a child, okay? You know, this person has known sorrow. They could have been divorced or they could be separated. But most of the time, it's a woman without children, okay? Usually the Queen of Swords is a woman without children, or don't claim their children, or disown their children. But that's what I feel the Queen of Swords is. This is your smart person. They're a doctor, a lawyer, a female college professor, a woman involved in technology. This is usually an educator, a journalist, a judge. They're cold sometimes. So you can carry the characteristics of the Queen of Swords, but it could be in the reverse. Because the Queen of Swords is a career-minded woman who has little interest in developing a love life because she's busy with her career. So that is when you are in the Queen of Swords upright, just so you know. They're not focused on anything and anybody else but their career, okay? And they're putting time into that. Now, this person, what did I do with that King of Swords reverse? It was a King of Swords reverse. Oh, there it is. Okay. So the King of Swords reverse is somebody who, you know, this is premeditated malice, okay? This is somebody who is an exploiter. They exploit people and things. They have poor judgment. They make accusations. They have a domineering attitude. They're very unfair and biased. This is somebody who's very manipulative. Tyranny comes up. And they have a lust for power. This is somebody who is like sarcastic. They're vindictive. They're like a sadist. And they are usually cold-hearted. They're very callous and treacherous. They're unjust. This is a person who's an aggressive bigot. Now, just because you see the King of Swords doesn't mean that's a masculine energy. That could be a feminine energy, and the masculine could be in the Queen of Swords energy. So roles can be reversed. Double tap to like the live. All you have to do is double tap the screen, okay, to like the live. Double tap. All right, but maybe that's after the live. You can double tap, I think. But anyways, so Spirit, please and thank you. What's this transformation here? What's this change? Yeah, so there's an Empress reverse that's here too that's relevant. We know what the Empress is and who she is reversed. Very relevant. Libra and Taurus energy on the board, and it's reversal. So somebody could be an Empress that's struggling to try to make the necessary changes. Maybe somebody wants to transform out of this lifestyle, but I am picking up somebody who does drugs. They want to get out of a lifestyle, or this is somebody who has addictions to sex, or they sell their body, whomever this is. The Empress reverse is not. This is somebody who they have blocked their whole self, like their development, their creativity, everything is blocked. This is a person who's failing to thrive because of stagnation. They don't have to be a prostitute or a drug addict. They could just be somebody who's found out that they're infertile. This could be somebody who disregards opportunities. This could be somebody who doesn't have children around, or who doesn't have children. But this person could be promiscuous, but not necessarily. See, everything doesn't apply when you say the Empress reverse. You pick out what fits. This could be wasted energy. This could be somebody who goes into bouts of depression. See, these are the people who need to be healed and let certain things go. This is somebody who could be in despair, who's suffering. Because you know why? They're neglecting the wisdom of the heart here. All right? This could be a woman who suffered a miscarriage. Look at the light came back on. Promiscuous people. This is non-productive people when you see the Empress reverse. They're non-productive and they're unstable. They're emotionally unstable. So this person does need the advice that's on the board. It's time to make some changes, okay? It's time to make some changes. Give me one more from this deck for the collective here. It's time to get back in the game. All right? It's time to get yourself back out there. It's time to let go of what no longer serves you. It's time. All right? We have Asgard on the board. Asgard is on the board. If you don't know what this is, guys, these cards are based off of Norse mythology. And Asgard is upright. So this is an energetic vibration. Okay? Somebody may be putting somebody out, I'm getting. because the home is not compatible with humans or giants. Somebody could have outgrown where they are or where they live, and maybe they need to relocate, that if you take it in that. Or the humans that you dwell with no longer need to be in your space. That's what I'm getting. And in that depiction, I feel like, I don't know, that may be a wall that's being built. Okay? The message here is things are not going to always be the way they appear. And the reality that you live in is not all there sometimes. Choose ceremony and rituals to alter your conscience and enter into another realm. This right here, they're saying, is a benevolent place. It's symbolic of a higher consciousness. And you've been called upon to align yourself with the highest order of the gods. Asir are instructing you to handle your life with grace and care and show reverence, because you may be chosen for a divine encounter. So your earthbound experience of this card recognizes the gods are among us. So some of you may be about to be chosen, okay, for a divine encounter. So you could meet someone that fits into your story now, that fits into your home. Like I said, you've outgrown home, and this could be a relationship. You could have outgrown the people that are around you. You could have, because it talks about giants can't live here. So you've outgrown something. Home could be a relationship. It's what we know, okay? It's who we're around. It's family. You've outgrown them. Maybe you never knew that. You always have been outgrown them. But it's funny, I was talking about something similar yesterday. I was saying that I've always felt like I'm totally different from everybody else because I don't see people doing the same thing that I do. And even in family wise, I feel like I don't see anybody doing anything similar. So I always felt like, dang, this is different. I'm doing something different, just jumping out here doing this or doing that. So I was just talking about that yesterday. So it's talking about you've outgrown situations, places, things, people's family. You've outgrown them. You don't fit into that home. You could be a giant and they could, I don't know what, entities live there because it says no humans either. So you've outgrown some people. That's clearly what that card is telling you. All right. And it's time to make the proper moves. It's time to come up. All right. It's time to change places. Because if you stick around things that you have outgrown, how can you grow more? How can you transform? How can you make the necessary changes if you stay stuck in an energy that stays the same? You won't grow. You have to go around people who are on your level of growth. Because if you're not, they keep you stuck. They keep you from creating. They keep you from movement. It's not on purpose. I'm not saying there's somebody sitting over in the corner like, yeah, I hope they don't do this. I hope they don't. I hope they don't. I hope they don't. But guess what? Because I said that, somebody literally could be doing that. They literally could be doing that, but it doesn't mean that necessarily. And, when you've outgrown somebody, I'm going to tell you a key sign is when there's arguments all the time. Somebody doesn't belong in the energy, or when there's friction, or when you can't converse with somebody and they don't get you. They don't get what you're saying and they turn it around to something else. You've outgrown that energy. And I'm even talking to a lover. If you're with a lover and it's like everything you say gets turned around and this person gets triggered, you have outgrown them. They're not on your dialect anymore. Their tongue doesn't compute with you. Now I'm hearing that new song. Sugar on my tongue, tongue, tongue. Your body is so sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, whatever. But anyway. I gotta find out now who sings that song. Invite me if you look, come come, come. Yep. Sugar on my tongue. Who's the singer of that song? Is that Tyler, the Creator? That's not Tyler, the Creator, is it? I didn't even know that. Okay, so this could be somebody finding out their identity. Because I believe Tyler, the Creator, may be gay. So this is somebody who could have been holding this in for a long time. And they finally let it out. This is the transformation for this person. Tyler, the Creator, is a Pisces. So I could be talking to a Pisces. All right, Spirit, please and thank you. Give me one more. So with that being said, somebody could be finding out their true identity. Okay? Somebody could be finding out what or who they truly love. Heidenheimer. I don't know if I'm saying this right. I know in Norse mythology, sometimes words with a J are pronounced with an H or something like that. I can't remember, but they're pronounced different than what you see. Somebody could have a J in their name. All right, I think this is one of the, all right, this is one of the giants. So to me, when I see this depiction, I see somebody talking to their lower self, or this to me is just what I was talking about. This is a giant. Look at the person that's down below there. This could be somebody trying to make themselves fit in somewhere that you may not fit in. You may be bigger than this person, or like I said, you've outgrown them. But this could also mean that you're going to become involved with something very unusual. This is a calling. This is a journey. This is a person that may come into your life that takes you on the outer edges of reality. Your consciousness is going to shift, and the boundaries you once understood are no longer applicable. Now, this could just be somebody that you talk to. This could be new readers that you encounter. This could be somebody that's going to come around and they're going to make you see things differently. Somebody may feel like you need to walk on the wild side. You need to take risks, and you have to trust that you're going to obtain the knowledge that you require without the need of advice. Free advice you could get, or somebody that could come in and just be like, I don't want anything from you. And they just talking to you and they're just enlightening you and tell you things. And you're like, okay, why are you doing all this? What do you want from me? They may want nothing from you. They don't require anything of you. This is just free knowledge that somebody's going to offer you. You don't have to sacrifice anything for this knowledge. It's just going to come to you in the time you need it. Yep. Give me an outcome here. This could come from someone you just started listening to. Maybe you don't even, maybe you're just not a good listener and you just now opened your ears. Maybe you're just now hearing. Maybe it's starting to dawn on you like, maybe I better listen, because if I don't, things could change very quickly. Yep. And it's encouraging you again. I knew this card wanted to come out when it was at the bottom of the deck. We have boulder on the board. Whatever it is that you need to do, or whatever this person is, or whomever is offering you, just know this person speaks from the heart. They show gratitude, they have compassion, and they're very forgiving. But I feel like this is going to be born out of you. Somebody is going to start speaking from the heart. Like I said, you have to be the light that you seek. Feel joy in your own heart and allow it to expand out in the world and inward towards yourself. So you give and you get. The more light you give, the more light you get. The more light you give is the more light you get. And some people don't understand that concept. They're always like, well, why do you keep doing that? Why are you still nice to these people? Why? I'm cordial. Even if I dislike somebody, I'm still cordial. I just rather not say anything. If you don't like somebody, don't say anything. Just keep it to yourself. You may vent around other people, but keep it to yourself. Because don't ever let people see you sweat in that way. I just don't have anything to say. And they should know the reason why you don't have anything to say. There's a little clip that always come on. I think it's a girl who gives news about celebrities, and she always says something about keep it cute or something when you make a comment or something. You know, just I forgot the rest of it, but she always says something. So show gratitude, be compassionate, and forgiveness. That needs to be reborn in someone. All right. This is how you elevate. This is how you move forward. Just walk into the light. The darkness is not a place to be. And don't let nobody pull you into the darkness. Because people have a tendency with negative comments to suck you in. And next thing you know, you're in the midst of the conversation like, yeah, yup, yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. No, that's not what we're talking about. Sometimes you need to walk away from those conversations. Don't let that enter into your heart space. All right? Sometimes you got to cut people off or walk away when they're speaking because it's not for you. It's not for you. What's the outcome here? What's the outcome here? Wait a second. Too many cards came out. Give me an outcome card for the collective here. Guys, I've had these cards for about 3 years, and I don't even think, it may have been longer. I don't even think I really ever pulled them out. I may have used them one time. If I did, I don't even remember. I don't even remember using these cards. But I've had them for a long time. And they are like a rune. They're the runes. And I love the rune analogy, like everything about it, because when I tell you it hits to the core, it hits to the core, okay? I know I just picked the pulled one, and it's, they call it Madeir, but oh wait, I didn't know it was a card underneath it there. But I think I call this card Manaz. And this represents, I do know, a masculine energy. But this is also telling you, it may not represent a masculine energy, but it's telling you to remain humble and modest. Okay? No matter how much you have accomplished in your life or will, as a human, it is always best to live in gratitude. This is the second card that's speaking of gratitude. For your soul's experiences is infinite. Live in the world, but not of it. You hear that? Live in the world, but don't be of it. For your path is much greater than this lifetime or accumulation of lifetimes. So somebody has a specific life path, okay? And it's much greater than any accumulation of lifetimes. I do feel like 29 on the board again. I do feel like I'm on a mission. And I feel like I know where I need to go, but I am having a little bit of difficulties getting there where other things have been so easy to me. It seems like it's just trying to block me from getting to this destination that I'm supposed to be. And I guarantee you, when I get there, you guys are going to know about it, and things are going to change in what I'm saying because I'm being directed to do so. So if you stick with me or have been with me from the beginning, you will see this evolve. I already know what it is. I already know which way I'm going. When you guys get this enlightenment, you're going to know exactly which way you're going. I know what I have to do, and I know what changes I have to make. It's going to take some time, though, but I don't know how much time, because I do think to some extent we're out of time. But there's something coming. There's something that you must do. And I don't know, but I feel like this card also means that somebody is disguised as a human, but that's not who they are. You already know that, though. When they talk about demons and devils, they come to you in people, but they are in a disguise. It's up to us to chisel away and rip that disguise off. There are demons sent to you just like people are. You have to rip it off and find out who they are. And that's why sometimes we get the card mask. Something's masked, something's hidden. It's up to you to shed that skin away so you can see who it is. And once you see who it is, seeing is believing. You can't change that. You can't go back to that. Once somebody has exposed themselves, you can't go back. You know who they are now. You think it's going to work? You think it's going to work? I think some of you do. And I'm hearing that song, second time around. But she also says, we're on the move. We're on the groove. It might be a second time that it takes you to recognize who somebody is. But after that, you're on the move. You're on the move after that. Give me one more card, Spirit, please and thank you. I don't know why it gave me two. Yeah. So this could have just identified who this person is. I'm not sure. But that represents that is hell. Okay? It's upright, but that's who that is. Hell. And what did I always say? We're pulling out gods. And I was singing that song the other day by, and I can always forget her sign. Karma is a god. Karma is your boyfriend. You know who I'm talking about. She ain't never lied. Because sometimes your karma could be somebody who you think is for you or up there. Wait a minute, who did I pull out? Hell, who is hell? Is hell a god? Odin, Loki, Frey, Thor, they're all gods. Is hell's not a god. Hell is a Valkyrie. Isn't she? Okay, I know I'm speaking probably in another, maybe she would be, she's not magic. Who is hell? She can't be the 9 realms. It doesn't make sense. No, hell is not any of those. Hell, we already know hell is a place of the dead. But it's telling you, do not be afraid. Rather see this as an offering, a new way for you to perceive death and dying. So I don't know why this came out, but death, dying, this could be parts of yourself. Remember, I said eagle, death, transformation. So this indicates that you have moved forward and gained insight into life and death, but seeing death as a transition to another world and another way of being. There's a freedom in this card. You may be now able to walk throughout the 9 realms, but you're not able to do this unless you transform. This is somebody who's, I don't like this. This is somebody who hosts the people who have died or passed over from old age or illness. So there's ones for different things. You got people who are over, like the murderers, I believe. But this one's particularly of old age and illness. But this is basically talking about the afterlife. Now I'm hearing Prince. Dun, dun, dun. We're all going to die. I'm done. I can't take it anymore. I don't know what's going on, guys. Just ignore me. Just ignore me. Let me see what this is talking about. But Prince was a Gemini, okay? Prince was a Gemini. All right, Spirit, please and thank you. Why is hell on the board? So somebody, I don't know, somebody needs to come clean before they fall ill. Whomever this is, they hold on to a secret and they need to come clean because they may fall ill. Or somebody may be on their deathbed or get on their deathbed and they tell you something. They want to come clean, but somebody needs to come clean before they pass or before they turn ill. Somebody holding a dark secret. If this person doesn't let this secret out or tell whatever it is that need to be told, anything they've done to you, I don't know, it could have been done to a relationship that you had. It was something done. It could have been magic. It could have been pictures. It could be anything. Somebody done something and they need to come clean about it. Because if not, illness is headed in that direction. All right? I don't know who needs to hear that, but somebody may tell the truth on their deathbed. What's this coming clean after being ill? Yeah. But somebody right now, I see the Ten of Swords reversed, the Nine of Wands. They're wounded. So this person could already be a little sick and maybe they don't know it. They're wounded, but they want to keep going. This is somebody who may not even remember this betrayal, but it was a betrayal. They better come clean because I don't see anything good coming out of this. This is Four of Swords reverse. What's this Four of Swords reverse? It's judgment. See? Somebody's going to be judged. And look, I don't like what's on the board. It says hell. You're going straight there. You're going straight to hell. Yeah. I hate that. I don't talk like that or send somebody somewhere. But listen, judgment is here. And that's the place they done chose for somebody. Because somebody's not being honest or somebody's not coming clean about something they've done. They could have done something to somebody and maybe they feel like it didn't work. Well, it did work. For somebody, this battle is always with themselves. But there's some protection here for some of you. Yep. But I don't know. For those who are not protected, I feel like physical health, something with the immune system. Somebody's not physically protected. This could be somebody trying to take somebody's physical. They could be doing magic on somebody to make them sick so that they can take their immunity. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what I got. All right. Somebody is trying to take somebody's immunity. They want their health because their health is failing. Return to sender. Your health is still going to fail. You're going straight to hell for doing this. Whomever this is, what's the outcome here with this hell? Yep. We got the gods coming out now. So Some of you could be around a trickster. You know, some of you could be around a trickster. Some of you are in love with a trickster because Freya represents love and Loki represents the trickster. Some of you could be in love with a trickster. Or somebody is living in an illusionary life. Okay? One minute they appear themselves, the next they have shapeshifted into something else. So this is somebody who changes. This is what you integrate into your reality, okay? Take another look at the illusion and what we present versus who we truly are. So somebody needs to come out and tell who they truly are. Just be yourself. If it's shitty, just be yourself, okay? Stop trying to pretend like you're something else. Didn't I say something about peeling somebody's exterior off so you can get to the interior so you can see exactly who this person is? Somebody needs to present their truth, okay? They need to present their truth. Somebody's heritage, they could go back to Scandinavian. But it's a seer around. This is somebody who you even have these abilities. Maybe you are going to transform into this. This is somebody who knows. This is somebody who embodies love. And they are a powerful shaman. Maybe you don't even know it. They know the form of magic, okay? They know what's going on. Or this could be somebody who is putting ill health and maybe even death on you. Somebody could be doing death magic or something to make you sick. Somebody is trying to determine somebody's fate. This is death magic or this is magic to make you ill. Somebody could be doing that. But somebody also needs to be careful of their sexual energy. You need to ground your sexual energy and do not misuse it, because whomever this is, you have a powerful sexual energy. And if you have this type of energy, you have to keep it harnessed because it's magic. And the greatest magic is to have the ability to embody divine love. So somebody is using their sexual energy the wrong way. And that's going to make you receive karma too. You're spreading yourself too thin. And I feel like that if somebody is doing this, you could actually lose your fertility for doing this. And that's your punishment. So you could have been out here misusing your sexual power and manipulating other people. Or somebody is, they're being reckless and irresponsible. It's a warning. Switch your focus and go into the highest vibration of love so that somebody can transcend their earthbound experiences. Somebody is spreading themselves too thin out here. And that's this person could present like love. This could be a masculine or feminine. They're presenting themselves like, yes, I want love. And they're tricking somebody. They don't want love. They want sexual energy. I do want love. I do want to be with you. They're tricking you. Yep, they're tricking you, whomever this is. We have Hera on the board. Remember, I told you the J's are pronounced as H's. So this is, the harvest is about to come. The only way this is going to happen, though, is if you focus and be diligent. This is the natural law. It's fruition coming in for your hard work. This is about being in alignment with the creator of the earth. And when we are present, we witness like the clinical nature of the universe and experience natural law. So something is about to go in your favor, though. And this is because of the fruits of your labor. You planted the seeds. This is none other but the Seven of Pentacles. You planted the seeds and you cared for the field, and now you have plentiful harvest. Fruition of your labor. So something you've been working on, something's going to come to fruition. All right? And you're going to get a gift. Look how they spell gift. P's are F's. So this is gift. Something's coming. You're about to get a gift out of all of this. I feel like if you make the necessary transformations, the necessary changes, you definitely have a gift that's about to be dropped on you. Just know this. Your first partnership is with yourself. This is the union within you. The male and female aspects of harmony come together. You're about to be blessed. You could be about to be blessed with a union or a partnership. But you have to be mindful to hold up your half of the sky. For any partnership, you have to take responsibility for your part, even your errors in the relationship. You can't just blame it on the other person. They did this, they cheated, they did this. You could have cheated a long time ago. Maybe you didn't do the actual physical act, but you could have cheated on the person before they cheated on you. You could have mentally cheated them. You could have mentally manipulated them. That is cheating, isn't it? It's different forms of cheating. You could have made them think that they weren't wanted. You could have mentally abused them, and it made them go out and do that. Nobody wants somebody's mental abuse. There's people who can say things that pierce other people to the core. And then they could go out, and their way of doing it is, their way of love is physical touch. So they go out and touch somebody else, and they feel like they're getting love that they didn't get from you. We have to take responsibilities in our relationships. Be mindful and hold up your half of the sky. You have to take responsibility for your part. There's a partnership that's coming in that could be a love relationship or it could be a business one. Either way, remember not to lose yourself in the depth of the connection or hand over all your power. You did that. You can't blame somebody if you materially held up the relationship. You can't blame the other person. They're letting you do what you were doing. It was up to you to say, no, I'm not doing this. Step in or I'm stepping out. We allow things to happen, and guess what? You're just as much at fault as the other person. Stop blaming people. They did this to me. They did that to me. What didn't you do, or what did you do? Okay? You know, you got women that say, well, I'm paying all the bills and he's not doing anything. Whose fault is that? That's your fault for doing that. Now, when a masculine says, I'm paying all the bills and you're not doing anything, I take that a little differently, because old school way is that's the masculine's job. If they want to be your mentor, if they want to be the boss, if they want to be the head of household, it pays. It's a price to pay to be the head of household. You don't just get that role and I'm giving you half of my money. You don't just get that role. That role is earned. You would have to do it if the woman is not there anyways. I'm not saying this is all right, guys. I'm not saying this is all right, because you could become a team player with somebody and pay half and half, but they've got to give you that paperwork. If you don't have that paperwork, you don't have to do that. They owe you that much. Sign the dotted line. This is a contract. A relationship is a contract, and you have to have rules and boundaries to follow. If you don't make it rules and boundaries, every time something happens, you know why? I didn't have any boundaries up. I let this person do that to me. Is that their fault? No. Set boundaries. I'm not paying all the bills for you. I'm not going to let you sit here and play video games all day. I'm not going to let you go to work seasonal. I'm not going to let you do this. This is all year round if you want this juice. I'm all year round. So this is what we need to learn to do. Stop blaming people for something you sat there and allowed to happen. I think he cheating. Next week you get a phone call. Hello? Yeah, I've been with your man. And then you let that slide and go back with him. Whose fault is that? That's your fault. You didn't set boundaries. I wish a woman would. I let men know this from the start. If a woman ever calls me, it is over, because you let the guard down. You dropped the ball. You gave her my number. She found the number. I didn't give her your number. She went through my phone. Guess what? You were close enough underneath of her for her to get my phone number. That's big to me. If a woman, and no relationship I ever had, a woman called me. None. If a woman ever calls you, or a man ever calls you about somebody you're with, let that person go, because they dropped the ball big time. You will not disrespect me like that. You will not disrespect me like that. So you have to set boundaries within a relationship. It's time to transform. It's time to fly, because some of you have been flightless birds for a long time. It's time to run, jump, and fly. I'm not going to be a chicken pecking on the ground, okay, my whole life. I have to fly. I have to see things. I have to soar. I have to elevate. And it's time for some of us to do that. It's time for some of us to do that. Stop staying on the ground pecking crumbs that's thrown to you. No, I'm flying up high so I can see other crumbs that may be a little bit bigger than the ones you're giving me. So setting boundaries is necessary, guys. Setting boundaries for a firm foundation of a relationship is necessary. Stop taking what somebody just hands you and show them what you deserve. We can't blame anybody. Quit complaining about what somebody done to you. We can't blame them. Is it all their fault if you allowed it to happen? I knew a lot of women that would let somebody cheat. They would run all out there and check the women and stuff like that. And I'm like, are you really serious? You running up here to fight this chick over your person that's supposed to be home? That's not her fault. That's his fault. Let them go. Because this person constantly disrespects you. Let them go. Okay? So, like I said, this could be a love relationship that's coming in or a business one. Either you know your worth. Know your worth, whether it's business or whether it's a love dynamic. What's this, Gibo? Well, great. Something fell, so let me get it. I'm going to see what this gift is, this Gibo. All right. For some of you, it's good karma. Sorry, judgment came out again, but it's upright. For some of you, it's good karma. What's the outcome here? So the Ace of Pentacles, so somebody's going to offer you something, okay? This could be somebody you deem very attractive. The Ace of Pentacles is on the board, and so is the Queen of Wands. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Scorpio energy is here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Tell me more about this Gibo here, this gift that's coming in. So this is the rewards for transformation and seeing things differently. You have the Page of Cups on the board, so there could be love coming in. all right? Or some type of offer. Yeah, after the rebirth, all right? After you rise from the ashes, you're going to get some clarity on something as well with the Ace of Swords here. What else is coming for the collective with this Gibo? I hope that's not what's coming, because I do see a King of Wands in the reverse, so be cautious about that energy that could land in your lap. Yep, the Knight of Cups. So there, see how things happen? You could be thinking this is the person. There's somebody coming in, but for some of you, this is a tricky dick. And these are the ones that are not healed. Once you heal and step into the light and step into your light, you will see these people that are coming in will disappear. The Knight of Cups in the reverse is that tricky dick. The King of Wands in the reverse, you know what this is. This is the sexual energy coming in. Don't accept it. If you want something to come to fruition, remember we talked about the Seven of Pentacles earlier. Don't accept that trash that's about to enter. It is not the gift. It's not the gift. Some of you, a Queen of Pentacles is coming in. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, upright. But for some of you, there is somebody who has a third party that may be trying to come in. Right now, they're indecisive. They don't know. Oh, no, this person has made a decision. They could be in regret. This is somebody who could have put you in a third party. They've made a decision, okay? They're in regret about something. This could be a Taurus. They made a decision, and they may be coming back towards you. They have left behind a Queen of Cups reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because they know this person is not stable. So they could be traveling towards you. There's the World, and there's the Eight of Wands, okay? They may be thinking that you're not going to be able to, like, mix with them, but they do want the Two of Cups with you. Look, they're thinking that it's not going to work or you don't want this. But they want the Two of Cups with you. Okay? They want a passionate new beginning with you, whomever this is, and they feel like they have left something behind. I think they have closed out a cycle because they realized something. So the nightmare is over for this person, so they could be coming in to have this relationship with you. Somebody definitely wants to try again, okay? They do. They do. They may tell you, they may not, but somebody's coming in that wants to try again. And this time, I feel like they'll offer a solid commitment, all right? If you've been this person that I think is going to receive this, then it's kind of deserving. Something sweet or innocent from the past may return, and this person is going to give you a bigger and brighter offer. I'm going to leave it there. I've been on longer than I should have, guys. I've been on longer than I should have, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you all. Enchanted Nemesis Tarot. Please like, comment, share, guys, if you have not. Slam the ding subscribe button or become a member, guys. Become a member so you get the perks of the channel. Become a member. Okay? So you get the perks of the channel, but that's all I have, guys. Tomorrow is Yes or No Questions Live Tuesday. So become a member so that you don't have to ask. I will just automatically grant you yes or no questions, okay? And sometimes I give a little bit more detail. So just remember Tuesday, just live yes or no questions, early AM, guys. That's all I'm offering at this time. Don't forget about Outer Spirit for all your protection needs. You can go on the main description and get the link and the 20% off code for Outer Spirit. All right, for all your protection needs and jewelry, bracelets, necklaces, and earrings. All right, that's all I have. I love you all. Bye for now. Enchanted Nemesis Tarot.